Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Again, a question asked by the same fine young lady from North America, a teenage girl, about some common misconceptions that I feel which are in our religion, which people kind of believe in them. I personally believe there are two. Uh, One is linked with the male population, the other with the female. The male one is that growing a beard perhaps is considered a sunnah, a regular practice of Holy Prophet alayhi salam. I have reasons to believe it is not a sunnah. Holy Prophet did not want us to keep this in the religious connotations. No, it was something he remarked once, that you should keep your mustaches low and grow your beards. So basically, he commented on the mustaches that big mustache for the men, it carries an arrogant demeanor, an arrogant perhaps attitude, which God Almighty absolutely, in absolute terms, dislikes it and prohibits us and reminds us not to have this arrogant demeanor. So, in response to this mustache being lowered, he said, you can grow your beards. That wasn't a religious remark, it was something to keep in mind, that keep your mustaches low. So that's it's one of the very major misconception, I believe, that growing a beard perhaps is a religious duty, obligation. It is not. The other is the hijab thing. The ladies, Muslim women, covering their heads and wearing that particular hijab thing. Again, I believe is has Quran does not agree with this actually. There were Because there is a verse in the Quran actually where God Almighty clearly states in Surah Nur verse 61 that there is no blame on you if you eat together or separately, men and women. So the only the because the hijab thing that we talk of, there are two types of situations where God speaks about women. One under normal circumstances, where you don't even have to have a dupatta, so to speak, but you have to cover your chest because that carries a sexual attraction. So all those things you have to remain modest that way. But there was some extraordinary situation that erupted in Medina, where the hypocrites and the Jews wanted to tarnish the reputation of the household of Prophet Muhammad. Obviously, Allah Ta'ala then asked the wives of the Prophet and the wives of the believers to to have that type of hijab thing, or that burqa thing, or not even a burqa. Actually, it's not a burqa, it's a chadar. It's a long sheet, a chadar, which you just kind of cover yourself so that you can be recognized. It is exactly akin to the COVID-19 that we had, where we had to, there was that social distancing, extraordinary circumstances, and not shaking hands, and kind of washing your hands now and again. Those were extraordinary situation, and extraordinary measures were taken, like in Medina when the hypocrites Jews wanted to tarnish. But in normal circumstances, we can shake hands, we can sit together. We don't have to kind of sanitize our hands now and then. So I think this is a big misconception in my view. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.